Good morning everyone, Alex here with another adventure. Today I drove out to downtown Chicago to pick my sister Nicole and her boyfriend Andy up. It's their first backpacking trip, so I'm super excited and honored to be taking them to Michigan for it. It's about 4:50 in the morning. I'm supposed to meet them at 5. I'm a little early, and they'll be coming out soon. And then we'll be on our way. But yeah, we're gonna head to Manistee National Forest, Manistee River. We're gonna do the North Country Trail. We're gonna be spending 2 nights and 3 days out there camping and hiking. I brought my fishing pole. And yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I'll get back to you later when they're in the car or maybe when we're on the trail. Stay tuned. We're on the trail now. Let me introduce you to my beautiful sister and her beautiful boyfriend Andy. Andy Camp. Camp's his real last name, aka AC. That's his initials because he's always keeping it cool. We're hiking down right now. We were supposed to do the North Country Trail, but the camp host said there's no river access, which is weird because where we camped a few weeks ago, I could see across the river. Maybe it was a different trail. But we're gonna go further today and find a different camping spot. And it's Nicole and Andy's first time backpacking. It should be good. Stay tuned. We're taking a break at the campsite that Caitlin and I camped at a few weeks ago. I found some awesome cedar. I'm gonna try a bow drill later. I'm gonna chop it down now so it's a little smaller and easier to carry. And I also saw a real cool spring down there that's like pumping out of the water, out of the side of the hill, but it's a little too steep to go and try and get.
Alex, you need to come down here and look this way.
So we found this spot. We kind of went off the trail and we came to a dead end, which is weird because I need to look at the map. I took a picture of it with my phone, but this thing bends around. We were walking and the river was on the right side of the trail the whole time. We came to this awesome horseshoe in the river. There's a fire pit up there in this little cypress grove. Andy's taking off his pants.
Get your sandals.
And we're gonna camp up there. This is gonna be awesome. This is awesome. Let me show you up there. So we came from here. We must have went off the trail a little bit, not far, because we didn't see much trails, and now there's a fire pit here. Got all our bags. Andy AC keeping it cool.
No pants now.
No pants. There's the end of the horseshoe. So we just got river around, cypress. I got that little hearth board I was making for a bow drill fire. My first one, I've never done it. This cypress, so I just need a spindle and bearing block and a bow. We can attempt to do that. Now that we're at the spot, and it's so dry and hot, I've never had a successful bird's nest with cedar bark. But here it's so dry that it won't be wet. And the reason I never have it successful is because every time I find it, it's always wet and absorbs the moisture. But this stuff here is awesome. What do you see?
Crabs?
They're crawfish, not crabs. There's a new fishing pole I got in a little tackle box. But yeah, little telescoping fishing pole, cheap off Amazon. I don't even know what kind it is. Today for shelter, the next 2 days will be my AquaQuest hoop bivy. It's not very flat around here. That's the only downside. But this is kind of shaped like my back, legs, feet, if you kind of know what I'm saying. I'm not even going to put a tarp. It's not supposed to rain all 3 days. Beautiful. 70 degrees during the day, 70 to 75, and at night, upper 50s, lower 60s. Doesn't get much better than that. So I'm going to set up my bivvy right now, right here. Andy and Nicole have the REI half dome. One thing awesome about hiking with two people, you could bring a luxurious, beautiful tent like this, which is awesome. My badass bivvy from AquaQuest. Just enough. Nice view of the river that horseshoes around this little peninsula. I just made up this little club. We named him Bam Bam. And he's using Bam Bam first.
Bam Bam.
Bam Bam. We're gonna go do some fishing now.
Got it, Andy. Did you get some good video? Did you just get me climbing? Timber!
It's maple, perfect for burning. Nicole's over there learning how to use the saw, and I'm going to add on to my bow drill. I know I would usually use, well, this is my first one that I think is going to work. Not my first attempt, but I'm going to use this one, softwood, and I'm going to use this as a spindle. I'm going to break it down and try and round it out as best as I can. We're going to have Andy do the fire with the ferrocerium rod tonight. I don't know how well this is going to work because I've never seen it done like this. I usually see him use a stick that's better, but I'm kind of limited to the wood on this little peninsula. It's the only, that's one downside, and the uneven ground is another downside, but other than that, this place is perfect. And I wouldn't change it for anywhere with flatter ground or more dry wood. There's a spindle I got going on the hearth board. Cedar, some softwood. But I'm going to try that tomorrow so I can take my time. I have my cedar bark bird's nest for that. But right now, Andy just went and grabbed some birch bark, and he's going to use the ferro rod to start tonight's fire for the dinner. What time is it? Let's see what time it is.
5?
It's 6:15, so I thought it was earlier than that. Woke up at 3 this morning. I got 2 hours of sleep last night, so I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. The materials for the fire prep: a leaning log, the little base cut, some kindling, all that over here, and the birch bark for tinder. Yeah, try it like that. Try pulling the bar back. Yeah. Oh, close. So here's how I packed my food for this trip. So, 16-inch zebra can. We're here for 3 days. I have 2 mountain houses. I got chicken and dumplings and beef stroganoff. Do you know why the beef stew couldn't lift 10 pounds? Because it wasn't stroganoff. Here's my pan. I put the tortillas in it and upside down on here. So we're having tacos tonight. Corn tortillas, then the lid. Inside, I have pepper, steak seasoning, which we probably won't use because I bought marinated meat. A little bit of oil, my kuksa, and then my Esbik kettle that slides right in nicely. And this is filled with oatmeal and coffee for everybody here. So that's that. I'm gonna go get some water. So when one of them gets a fire started, I'm gonna boil up some water and then we're gonna make some tacos. How's it going?
Fingers hurt.
Look at me. Do you know where I can find some charcoal?
Just on my face.
Let me flip this around for you. I'm hot. I'm sweating.
Got it.
Nice. Good job. Andy got it. We didn't get it on film, but the ferro rod was a success.
You motivated me.
Nicole got some flames too. Nice. It's just onion and cilantro and a lime. So we got 2 pounds of taco meat, thawed and still freezing cold. Had it frozen in our packs. So yeah.
Cold?
Yeah. Feel. Yeah. So we'll cook one first and see how we feel. Smushed up cilantro.
Should I eat it now?
And last but not least, the lemon. There's the done taco meat. Toasting some tortillas now. Right on the coals. Well, how is it?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Is it wrong to put them in water?
I wouldn't. I would do it here. That's so steep, Nicole. Be really careful. Good morning, everyone. I didn't make forgot to make a good night video, but whatever. I was so tired. Went to bed at like 11:30. That's great. Now I'm up. It's 8 a.m. I'm going to make some coffee. Cheers. Good? Yeah. Let's go right there. Some breakfast this morning, just oatmeals, and I ripped up some of Andy's homemade beef jerky, which is freaking awesome. This morning when I woke up, the sun was beaming on me through the little bivy bug net, so not for rain, but I put my AquaQuest safari tent over it just so tomorrow morning I don't wake up all sweaty because the sun started. I mean, it was maybe 49 degrees last night, beautiful, but then your body kind of gets used to the cold and you wake up and the sun's beaming on you. I just started sweating, so that was the only problem last night, and this should fix it. I put it way far back so it's not in the way of me getting to my gear, getting in my bivy. Nicole and I went on 2 separate hikes. That's what we've been doing. Andy was doing some fishing, and we also had some oatmeal earlier, but I'm hungry again. They went to a place where they're gonna go swimming and stuff and fish at this like designated campsite down there, and I stayed back because I'm hungry again. This is my first Mountain House meal I've ever had. I got chicken and dumplings, and then I got beef stroganoff tonight. I think I said this earlier, but yeah, this smells delicious. It actually smells awesome. Give it a try. All you do is pour hot water in it, close it up for 10 minutes, and then it should be good. You can eat right out of the bag. Wow, that's impressive. I think it needs a little bit more time, but I don't care. It's a little crunchy, but it's kind of good like that. Like soft dumpling, and then, I don't know. I'm sure I'll keep cooking as I'm eating. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna go head over there. I'll bring the camera, show you where they're at fishing and swimming. That's amazing. Walking through the woods now to go meet up with Nicole and Andy. About a 10-minute walk to where they are fishing and swimming. I'll get back to you when I'm there. So I've been here for a little bit, recording it now. This is where Andy and Nicole were fishing, and we swam a little bit, seen some canoers go by, and now we lost the lure, so we've been seeing all these minnows. I don't know if you can see these minnows. Oh, there's minnows in there. And we're building a fish trap. Well, we built the fish trap here, waiting for the water to settle now. There they are over there. Let's show you this little minnow trap we made, because we didn't bring proper fishing gear for trout and stuff. We just had some lures. I was thinking more pike. There's our little trap. Just the sand built up like that, making kind of a horseshoe. And when we get some minnows in there, we'll block off the end with this log, and we can get them with our little bag, our little dry bag. Trap's clearing up a little bit. You can see all the minnows swimming around. Real close to the entrance. Oh yeah, they're going in and out of the trap already, so hopefully this works. It's pretty fun. It's like building sandcastles. I don't know if you can see them in there, but they're in there, so I'm going to scoop them out now. We got about 5 in there.
Where are bee?
Over there.
Oh, there you go.
There's 2 of them. Put it right here. Get some bait. Dude, that guy's huge. As big as my finger. Boop. I hiked ahead of them a little bit. I got a little bit of fat wood and I found some pine needles for some pine needle tea before we go to bed. Gonna have another mountain house. I have beef stroganoff tonight. I got my little bow drill kit ready except for the bearing block. I'm stoked on it. This spins on it really good when I put it on there, but it's my first bow drill kit that I'm making like in a more coniferous forest. So I have cedar and stuff, but I was kind of messing around with some bearing blocks and I kind of got bored with it, honestly, so I'm going to continue this project later and then actually try and attempt a fire and put some divots in here and notch it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Good morning. Took that tarp down because it was annoying getting in and out of the tent, but now, as you can see how I was talking about, the sun's blaring on me. It's not as hot as yesterday morning. But had a good trip. Going to get up, make coffee, and then pack up and hike out of here. Alright guys, that's it for the trip. I had a great time. We had our morning coffee today and we're all packed up. We're gonna hike out. See you next time on the next adventure.
See ya.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Finally, you captured a gremlin in live.